Hello, welcome to the last day of 2012. Welcome everybody to the last show of the 2012 year, and boy, what a year it has been. We are continuing climbing the steps of the paranormal world. So much going on and so much more still to happen. We still haven't figured out what the hell is flying over our skies and what in the heck is that bipedal, hairy, whatever you want to call it, that's in the mountains. You know, there are spirits, there are ghosts, there are dead people walking. And you got these little monsters running around eating chickens and goats and sucking the blood. I mean, come on, really? Yeah, I live for this stuff. Can't you tell? Yeah, man, that's me. I'm just mad. All right, here we go. Hello, everyone. My name is Jeffrey Gonzalez. I am the host of SPS Radio and the founder of a group called the Sanger Paranormal Society. We are located here in the Central Valley of California, better known as what I call Paranormal Central. And that is trademark. That is my name, Paranormal Central. So don't even think about taking that, because I will sue you. And why do I call it Paranormal Central? Well, because everything is going on here, and we have proof. We have just evidence to back up our claims. We have people continuing coming to us and telling us that something weird happened to them the other day. Sometimes they have it on video, sometimes they have photos. And that's why we are here. And when I say we, because that guy over there who's in the corner, one of these days we'll bring him out. When we get a bigger studio, we're going to bring him out. But right now, unfortunately, he's out in the corner on his knees down there, Indian style.
Down in the basement.
In the basement. Alan Thomas is out there.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. We got, actually here. Uh-oh. Definitely got to do something about that, Mike. There you go. It's 8 o'clock, and we got 1 hour left for the East Coast to drop the ball. And so we're going to be on the air until about 9:30 tonight to see if anything happens. Now, before we go, we're going to talk about New Year and what's going on in New York City. New York City! As you guys know, every year they drop the ball at 12 midnight. Now, I don't know if you guys know about this, but it was posted on my wall by Douglas. How do you pronounce his last name? Stingley? I think. Douglas, I apologize if I'm getting your last name wrong. But he found out that the NASA, never a straight answer, purchased time on the big screens beneath that ball. Really? And so what are they going to be showing on those screens? Well, from what I understand, they are going to be showing live feed from the Curiosity rover that's on Mars right now. Now, why would they want to do something like that? Do they want to show us something? No, probably not. But why would they spend that much money to promote the rover? Maybe they're trying to get, funds to keep things going. What's kind of funny is that I was just watching TV a couple hours ago, and the movie Transformers were on. And yeah, you know what? They show those movies constantly over and over and over again. But, I was sitting on the couch watching it with my son, and my wife was, sitting next to us on the couch, and she was on her phone, her Android, excuse me, live to New York on a certain app where you can see one of the cameras. And I was mentioning to her about the screens and the rover. And then I looked at the big screen, the Transformers movie as we were watching it, and it's at the point where I want to call Men in Black. When I call Men in Black, guy is divulging to the Secretary of Defense. He's opening up his laptop, and at that point in time, he's showing him the rover Curiosity on Mars as the Transformer comes and grabs the rover. And I'm going, holy, is that weird that I'm watching this on TV right now, and we're going to be watching it on TV in about an hour? And I'm going, really? Is that just is that coincidence? Maybe, but that's what you guys have to keep your ears and eyes open all the time, because this is the stuff that is right in front of your face, and if you don't pay attention, you're going to miss it. Little hints like that. You have to be aware of what's going on around you at all times. There are hints. They're putting hints in there. The Illuminati, the government, they're giving us hints. And was that a coincidence? You know what? I don't know. But I caught it, and it was just weird that they were showing that at the same time as what's going to be happening tonight on the big screens in downtown New York. I don't know, man. That's just, is that a good coincidence? Very well, maybe, but I don't know, man.
Totally interesting.
It's just weird, and I mean weird. So, okay, weird full show. All right, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk about the best of 2012. And I know a lot of you guys out there just started watching this show not too long ago. So, and I understand it's hard to go back and watch all the episodes. And you know what? A lot of people have done that. They've gone back and watched all the episodes. And that's awesome, because now you guys are up to date on what's going on. But there's a lot of you who have lives. And I'm not saying those people who watch the shows don't have lives. Don't get me wrong. Like me, I don't have a life because I'm always working. And so I understand, to watch these back archives, it takes a lot. So what I want to do is I want to talk about, and I want to let you also hear, and I also want to show you a lot of the stuff that you missed for the past year. I have some stuff that's kind of cool that I think that, if you missed it, it's going to kind of like blow you away, because this is the type of stuff that you only see in movies. And you think, no, that did not happen in Fresno. There's no way. Absolutely no way. Well, guess what? Yes, it did happen. And the reason why we know about it is because my name, the Sanger Paranormal Society's name, is out there. And people now know who we are, and they are able to contact me when an incident like this happens. How? Through my 24-hour UFO hotline, which is now going to be a paranormal hotline. But, this number is now all over the place. And I'm getting calls from all over the United States, which is awesome. And you know what? And since we're talking about that, I just got I have a Facebook friend who happens to be a good fan of this show in Ireland. In Ireland. We have fans all over the world, guys. Trust me on this when I tell you we do. Well, this guy in Ireland was watching the festivities on Fox Network. And I don't know if it was the Fox News, but or the Fox Network channel. And at 12:23, they broadcasted and I don't know if you guys know about this, but the Fox Network here in the United States did a news report on the Nevada Triangle. And why did they do the news report on the Nevada Triangle? Is because of what I am trying to get out there to all of you about what's going on in the Nevada Triangle. And that Fresno happens to sit in the Nevada Triangle, which lies, we have Area 51 in China Lake, and most of the Sierras and Yosemite. All that lies in the Nevada Triangle. Well, Fox found that interesting, and they came down and did a news report, and they included my show and myself and what I've been doing as far as UFOs go in the whole broadcast. Well, the guy, our Facebook friend in Ireland, was watching the news right after their festivities after midnight, and lo and behold, they broadcasted that report in Ireland. And he was watching the Nevada Triangle, and he goes, "Whoa, Nevada Triangle, where have I heard that before?" And all of a sudden, my ugly mug comes out on the screen. Holy smokes, that's Jeffrey! So he gets a cell phone, and he takes a photograph, and he texts me or messaged me on Facebook, and he says, "Hey, they just played your news report out here." And so he sent me the picture, and lo and behold, sure, that's exactly what happened. So, awesome, man. Are you kidding me? Ireland.
And that's the only one we know.
Yeah,
it could have played all over England and everything. We don't even know.
We don't even know. And on top of that, our name is getting out there. And how do we know that? Is because, the episode of Chasing UFOs that we were in, it's now being broadcast on a lot of the other countries now. Finding Bigfoot, same thing. We have a production company from Sweden coming down in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, down to Fresno, California, people. Why? Because they want to do, they have a paranormal show they're doing out there, and they're going to do an episode on UFOs and the Sanger Paranormal Society, and Alan and I are going to be in it, and because they want to know just what the heck is going on in Fresno, that it found them so interesting that they're coming down here. They're flying 4 guys out here, producer, host, camera guy, sound guy, and they're going to come down here and they're going to shoot an episode. Really? Okay. So that's going to be happening in about 2.5 weeks. That's already set in stone. And so, things are really, really happening, and it's getting really exciting. But from what I understand, the best is still to come. It's just, we're doing something here that we enjoy. I love what I'm doing, and I'm having a blast. Why? Because this is one of my passions in life, is to figure out what the heck is all this stuff around me. Are these things for real? Is this hairy guy here for real? Are there such things as alien, reptilian living underground or over us? There's so much that is out there that there's a very good possibility that a lot of this stuff is real. I know for a fact that this guy is real, and I'm pointing at the Bigfoot creature. And for all those who follow us, know why I say he's real, because something happened to us last year that has confirmed to us that yes, he is real, and no doubt about it. I have people coming to me about abductions, that they've seen these aliens, man. And when I interview these people and I talk to them, they're telling me the truth. I can tell when somebody is lying, and when these people come to me, they are telling me the truth. You can see it in their eyes, you can see it in their voice, you can hear it in their voice, that they're scared, this did happen to them, and what is going on. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get this information, and I'm trying to pass it on to you so you know what is going on, because you're not going to hear it on the mainstream media at all. You're not going to, and if you do hear it, it will be followed by the X-Files theme, or Harry and the Hendersons in the background if it's about Bigfoot, or the Twilight Zone theme will be playing in the background as well. They're not serious about broadcasting the stuff and trying to give you the real stuff. Now, what happened today, though, threw me for a loop, and it probably will not get much, airtime, but I have to show this to you guys. I really do. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to play it for you. And I know there's a lot of people who watch this show who are not followers on my Facebook, and maybe this is not your thing, which is totally fine. But I'm going to show it to you anyways, because what you are about to see is mind-boggling, and it threw the CBS news anchors guys for a loop, because they were I don't want to say they were speechless, but I have to show this to you guys. Yeah, I loved Harry and the Hendersons too. I mean, I went to the freaking movies by myself and watched that when I was in LA, when I lived by myself. So I saw that movie, and I thought it was a cool movie. So I want to show you what happened today. Now, I don't know if it happened today or yesterday, but CBS in Sacramento talked about it. So I am going to talk about it. I'm going to let you see it and hear it for yourself. So hold on here. Because when I saw this, guys, I was blown away. I mean, and you guys, again, are probably going to be blown away too. And that's the whole idea on what I do here. Is my job is to blow you away. Is to just look at me and going, are you kidding me? Really? And that's what my job is. My job is to blow you away and to make you speechless. So, all right, hold on. I'm going to bring it up right now. All right, hold on here. All right, where'd it go? I know it's here.
That was actually pretty interesting.
There it is. Okay, I'm going to go to the screen. All right. In Sacramento, this aired actually yesterday. A man was looking through his telescope in his backyard and saw something that blew him away. So he got his iPhone and he put it up to the viewfinder of the telescope and he started recording. And he recorded something really interesting. Well, I'm going to do is I'm going to play you the video and I'm going to let you hear it as well.
Sacramento man scanning the night sky catches
how many people out there feel like 2013 is going to be the year of the UFO, the alien?
Here we go. Now you tell me, people in chat, can you hear this?
This message on Facebook. I have something on video no one's ever seen. I had my telescope out, caught an explosion in outer space. Want to see the video?
Okay.
Would I?
Here is the video. Now, it's shot at an iPhone looking through the eyepiece of a telescope, so it's kind of hard to see, so we blew it up.
I don't know if you can see that, but there's something orbiting that planet over there.
Elijah shot the video on December 20th around 5:05 p.m. in Sacramento.
I saw something that I'd never seen before. I saw another object orbiting this, whatever.
You can barely hear it.
Whatever
you can barely hear it?
there.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anything like that before.
He thought it was a little strange, so he put his phone down, called his nephew, picked up the phone, and shot this second video.
Oh my God, it blew up. What the? Something just blew.
Once again, it's his camera phone shot through a telescope lens, so we zoomed in and we slowed it down.
Really, huh? I think Ed Grimsley's described stuff like that to us in person.
I didn't know what to say.
We sat and talked to him about it.
It certainly looks
He
suspiciously
said he's seen
like
stuff blow up like that.
So I sent the video off to Dr. Stephen
actual
Moran. He's the guy that
Space
wrote
Wars.
Astrophysics
Okay,
for Dummies.
now the
He said,
volume is
"Cody,
probably down, so I'm
don't
gonna play it
recognize
again.
the
Hold on. All right, here we
So
go.
the other day, I get this message on Facebook. I have something on video no one's ever seen. I had my telescope out, caught an explosion in outer space. Want to see the video? Would I?
Here is the video. Now, it's shot at an iPhone looking through the eyepiece of a telescope, so it's kind of hard to see, so we blew it up.
I don't know if you can see that, but there's something orbiting that planet over there.
Elijah shot the video on December 20th around 5:05 p.m. in Sacramento.
I saw something that I'd never seen before. I saw another object orbiting this, whatever it was up there. And I've never seen anything like that before.
He thought it was a little strange, so he put his phone down, called his nephew, picked up the phone, and shot this second video.
Oh my God, it blew up. What the? Something just blew.
Once again, it's his camera phone shot through a telescope lens, so we zoomed in and we slowed it down.
As soon as I put the camera to the telescope, it just blew up. And I didn't know what to say.
I don't blame him. It certainly looks suspiciously like an explosion.
So I sent the video off to Dr. Stephen Moran. He's the guy that wrote Astrophysics for Dummies. He said, Cody, I don't recognize the explosion as an astronomical phenomenon. I'm not sure what that means.
Well, whatever it was almost never seen by Elijah or anybody else. Not because it's a tiny speck in a big old empty sky, but because of Craigslist.
You almost got rid of that like what?
Almost got rid of it a week before I was trying to sell it on Craigslist, and I was getting offers. And man, you know what? At this time, I'm glad I didn't sell it.
Aliens. Cody said he contacted a Vatican expert about the explosion and was told it could be some sort of light refraction.
Could be. Who
or
knows?
aliens.
Or aliens, yeah.
See that? They pretty much said, well, it's aliens. What else could it be? And it's, they have to, they had to say something because they couldn't say it was an airplane or a helicopter or an army jet bombing another plane. Because if this was in the atmosphere in space, then obviously that's when they said then it has to be aliens with a smile on our face. Next story. Okay, that was just freaking incredible. I mean, to really have something like this on CBS, it's mind-boggling because you don't see this stuff at all.
And you know what's mind-boggling is they don't pick it up. Like I watched the national news. It wasn't on it. That should be on every freaking channel,
dude. It's like
they don't want us to know. That's why.
So that was very cool. That stuff like that is going to start coming. They're going to start broadcasting this stuff out because they know there's something going on, and that just right there is just an icing on the cake. It is. So, okay. Like I said, we're going to go over some very cool stuff that's happened to us and to the surrounding area in the past year. The first thing I want to talk about is for all those who saw the episode in Chasing UFOs, the episode called Dirty Secrets, which was about Fresno. It's on the YouTube. You can just Google it, Chasing UFOs, Dirty Secrets, and bam, that episode will come on. It's a full hour episode on Fresno, California, UFOs, and myself, and Sanger Paranormal Society, and that was shot in January and broadcast to the United States in this past June. There is a spot in there where I'm with James Fox, and we're entering this tunnel located way north of Fresno, and it's very odd looking, very cool looking. I brought this to their attention because I thought it was just very cool looking, and for this to be up there with many other tunnels like this, I just found it really odd, really strange. There's a train tracks headed right into this thing, and at the very end there's a cement wall with a big cement ramp that looks very outer space, futuristic looking. Like on the other side of this steel door, there could be an actual UFO that's been buried in this mountain for years, thousands of years, and that's what it looks like. So they wanted to show it on TV, and they did. I got a call from a friend. Her name is Stacy. She's a friend on Facebook, and she said that she has a friend who does a lot of scouting and likes to go hiking and stuff, and he said to her, you know what, I saw that episode with Jeff and Chasing UFOs, and I have been in one of those tunnels north of Fresno, but it's not the one that they were in that I saw on TV. The one I was in was probably not too far from there, but what's weird about this particular tunnel is that when I entered it, I could only go so far, and I had to get out of there quick because my nose started to bleed. She said there was like a low hum in there, and it started. He started to have headaches, and when he got out, his nose started to bleed. And I got a message from him on Facebook, or no, text. I don't remember which one it was, Facebook or text. And he introduced me, told me he was Stacy's friend, and he says, I need to show you where this other tunnel is located so you can go check it out. He says, it's been like 10 years since he's been there, but what he's gonna do is he's gonna try to go and onto Google Earth, and he's gonna try to locate it and pin it, and he's gonna send me a copy of the map so I can go investigate it. Well, we really didn't get to that point, and I want to show you what happened. Okay, what I'm about to show you is the message I got from Stacy. Her name is Stacy Jones, but here it is. And the guy's name was Jason, and he goes like this. I asked Jason if he ever sent you the info on where the other entrance is, and this is what he told me. Sent him a message. Then I had a visitor. I was told to leave it alone. Very unpleasant visitor. They reminded me of something that I did and then left, but said the ball was in my court. Just going to keep my mouth shut now so I can live my life. So if he never got back to you, that is why. And I responded, oh shit. Now,
no shit.
Okay.
No shit, that's a oh shit.
So let's think about what just happened here. For the longest time, I've always told you guys that I thought something very big is happening here in Fresno, or under Fresno, or near Fresno. This pretty much confirms it right here. This actually happened. They pretty much threatened the guy and said, leave it alone. Don't tell Jeff where this entrance is at. And they threatened him by exposing something that he did at a younger age. I guess maybe it involved maybe his work or something. I don't know. But they had, look. When I saw this, I pretty much put my hands on my head and I just said, whoa, what am I getting myself into? And I couldn't believe this. This is the stuff that you only see in movies. This is not supposed to happen. Was this guy I don't want to say a Men in Black, a military personnel maybe?
How would he even know the guy was even thinking of it?
Well, let's think about that. Good point, Alan.
That's what I want.
Well, I can tell you right now, for all those, and I've been telling you, they're monitoring me. They're monitoring this show. They're monitoring my phone calls. They're monitoring my texts, my emails.
Your Facebook.
My Facebook, everything. They know. They are watching me like a hawk.
And you know what else? They're watching everyone else that
goes on your unfortunately, Facebook. All your friends, all you guys out there who actually are friends of mine are now being monitored by these guys. Sorry. So, is it a bad thing? No. If you guys have nothing to hide, then don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. Just keep following me and just keep watching what I'm doing and have fun doing it. There is something going on. As you can see here, if they wanted to really keep this from me, then there's something going on north of Fresno. I don't know what to say. Is that, to this day, I still wonder if I'm getting all my messages and all my emails and all these texts from people who send me stuff. And I'm going to issue a statement right now to everyone that if you send me something by email and I don't respond back to you within a certain time, then you need to send me another message and say, Jeff, did you get what I sent you last week or 2 weeks ago?
Or call that number.
Or call the number. Or call the number that you see in front of you.
Call that number.
Because it could very well that you guys are sending me the best evidence ever that will prove no doubt about what's going on in this world of ours. When it comes to Bigfoot or UFO, you guys probably could have sent me the best picture, the best video of a Bigfoot or a UFO. Who knows? I never got it. Why? Because it was intercepted. And that's what's going on. And I'm not BSing you guys. There's been several occasions where I have been on a phone and a caller has called in reporting a unidentified flying object and is trying to give me the location and directions, and all of a sudden our phones go dead. Click. And you guys are probably going, okay, well, maybe you're in a bad cell area. Well, no, because I have an iPhone. The 24-hour UFO hotline is my second iPhone. That in my house, I have 5 bars always. And the people that I talk to that we get cut off, And I call them back and I say, what happened? And are you in a location where you can't get service? And they go, no, I have full bars on my phone. It just so happens that as soon as this person is trying to give me the direction or location, click, it goes dead. And I'm all, really? And at that point in time, I start cussing out loud to these guys on the phone because I know they're probably listening to me somehow, And no, I'm not losing it. This stuff is actually happening. It's just like the movies, guys. It's happening for real. And then by the time, I get this person back on the phone, the object is gone. What the hell? You hear that? My wife and my son are out letting the whistling Pete go. So you guys need to if
not even 12 yet.
I know. If you guys send me something and if I don't respond back to you and you think that I can't believe Jeff did not respond back to me because what I sent him should have blown him out of the water, then you need to call me or get a hold of me because I didn't get it. Okay, I didn't get it.
In fact, I was just telling Zach. He said, did you ever see what he texted you about the French mountain video? And I said, I don't know, but I said, you should call him later.
The French mountain video, that's what we talked about last week, the 21st.
Right.
The Baccarat, whatever. Red lights on the mountain. Oh, no. Well, see, I got that, Zach, but I didn't see any red lights on there. So you're going to have to point them out to me or something. So, okay, so that's what's going on with our show. We are being monitored. It also confirms, you have to remember, when Chasing UFOs were down here and we were filming for 8 days straight, every single day we were being followed by people in white vehicles. And Alan could attest to that. He was there. He saw everything.
I got pictures of him.
I got a picture of the white van up on the mountain. I got a video.
Yep.
You guys want to see it?
We were actually in the FLIR truck. I mean, this is what's cool about last year, or 2012. We got to hang out with James Fox and all those guys, and they brought the FLIR truck. Now, I'm this geek dude that loves tech, and the FLIR truck is bad. That is one Bigfoot finding truck, man. If we had that, there would be no doubt we would have a Bigfoot on tape. But that truck, those guys we were following. The van was following us. It was up there. There was a van and a pickup truck. There was two of them. Jeff has the picture of the truck. I asked them if they were going to record those trucks, the van and the truck that was up on the hill looking at us, and they were like, no.
No.
They didn't record it. Like it wasn't important. It was like, man, that is really important right there. That's why the team is here, right? That's why James Fox and everybody was there.
Yeah.
And that's why that truck was sitting there and they weren't recording it. And that made me think, like, did the FLIR guys have a different agenda than the Nat Geo people? I think they did.
There's the FLIR truck right there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have a folder with all that stuff.
That's what I'm showing. I'm showing you a folder.
I forgot all about it. I do.
So this is them. Here's Aaron and one of the producers and the camera guy inside there. Here's the FLIR truck. Here's their high tech, all their cameras that were on top of the FLIR truck. With that, we were at the crash site. This was the crash site on Owens Mountain, people, and this is where we were filming, or they were filming. I was just there as a bystander.
See that truck? That is so bad. Oh my God! The camera. The camera could see 9 miles.
Okay.
That's amazing.
The van that was spotted spying on us at this. See this middle one right here? I'm circling. He was way up there, and I'm pointing at the arrow. Way up there on that hill up there.
Yeah.
And he was watching us, and I took video of that, and I can show it to you guys if you guys want to see it. Which they didn't show on the episode, by the way.
Which they didn't show. No. You're right.
You know, how rude.
They did show, though. They did show the one van that peeled out. Remember the
oh yeah.
They did show that one though, and that one was following us even before Nat Geo showed up.
I don't see the van on here.
I don't think I have it.
Oh, you know what? I had it on my computer. Okay,
yeah.
That's all right, guys. So, all right. So, show Aaron.
Yeah, I got a few pictures of her.
So is there things going on here in Fresno? Absolutely there is, and I think there's been something going on here in Fresno for a long time. It just so happens that now, because I'm doing this, it is upsetting the people who have been trying to keep whatever's here, top secret. So, it's almost New Year's, and I have been tossing around that I was going to get wasted on here, but guess what? I have to work tomorrow, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little shot here of some tequila to get my blood flowing. Oh, my God. That's just a little too much.
He's going to be making like triple time tomorrow.
Double time and a half.
Double time and a half. Wow. I forgot what that's like. Yeah, you guys, man, let him have it in chat. Come on. Cheer him on. We'll have him dancing on the table if he keeps doing that. For sure. He'll be dancing with his alien.
Okay. That was Jose Cuervo. And I'm crying now, guys. And I'm going to get buzzed. You have to understand that I'm a lightweight. And my wife can pretty much say that's a fact. I hardly ever drink. I'll have a beer once in a while. So, dude, if I start doing stupid stuff, you guys need to let me know. Okay. That was, oh my gosh.
I will mute your mic.
Okay. It's my birthday, yeah. Really. Maybe that'll help my throat too. Okay. Let's continue on with the best of 2012. We had an incident that occurred right around summer. I don't remember. It was right around when we had the paranormal symposium in Visalia. And I think that was like in summer. I'm pretty sure. We had a person who was there at the symposium who lives out in the Reedley area call me the day after. Something very interesting was going on in Reedley. And let me give you guys a synapse of what's going down. Oh, excuse me. Ugh. Tequila burp. So, he was driving down on Manning Avenue. And for all those people who know where that's at, is near Reedley. And he noticed that there was patrol vehicles zooming by him. And we're talking CHP and sheriffs. And they were going like if they were looking for something. Excuse me. And I think there was like 3 guys in the car. And the reason why they were down there is they went to go to Reedley Beach because they were gonna go rafting the day after. But they wanted to see if it was open. So they went down the night before to check it out. And that's when they saw all these police activities. And, the police cars didn't have their lights on, and they didn't, sirens weren't blaring, but they were like, and then they would come up to an intersection and block the road so people could not go down there. And then all of a sudden, the passenger in this vehicle saw this object hovering in a field. And they were all looking at it, and they were going, why isn't that object making any noise? And then all of a sudden, the object started moving. And so they're trying to get close to it, but the police, sheriffs, and the sheriff's officers and the CHPs were blocking roads to prevent people from going that way, like if they were trying to locate this thing and chase it. So the guy who I gave the business card to the night before at the symposium called me on my 24-hour hotline, and he starts telling me what's going on. And I'm saying, what? And I said, yeah. And I go, well, and I'm trying to ask him, describe the object. And he can only see like a red light on it and maybe a white light. But it wasn't making any noise. And you guys have to understand, 2 blocks away, if a helicopter is hovering, it's going to be loud as hell. It's going to be loud. This thing was about a block away, not even maybe half a block to 3/4 of the block, and it was silent. There was nothing, but you can see the object hovering. So these guys couldn't get to where they wanted to go, so they started to drive into to downtown Reedley, and they went right across the street from the junior college. There's a Jack in the Box, and they pulled in the parking lot, and then this Reedley police car followed them. And he's on the phone describing to me exactly what's going on. And and I tell him, and they parked in the parking lot, right? And this Reedley cop parks in the opposite direction, sitting right in front of them, sort of kind of like about 50 feet away, and he's looking right at them. And I said, get down, get out of the car, go up to the cop and ask him what's going on. Why we can't go that way because I have to go home that way. So he does. He goes out there and he talks to the police officer and he tells him what's going on. And he asked him, can I go down that street? And then the police officer responds, oh, no, you don't want to go that way. And the guy goes, why? And he goes, well, those guys are chasing something. And that's all he said. Okay, you guys hear what I just said? They are chasing something. He didn't say they were chasing a helicopter. He didn't say they were chasing, car thieves, robbery suspects. They were chasing something. And he told me that, and I went, whoa. So guess what I did? Something that I shouldn't have, but I did anyways, is I actually called the Reedley Police Department, and I wanted to get a first-hand knowledge on what was really going on. And when I called them and I talked to the dispatch, I actually recorded it. I actually recorded it on my iPhone using a software and a microphone. And it's very interesting because I'm going to let you hear it. Now, this was one of our shows that we did during the summer. And you guys ready to hear this? For those who have never heard this before? Let me take a sip of Pepsi here.
This was good.
All right, you guys.
This is really a high point of the summer.
See, you guys have to understand, when I do something, I take it to the extreme, and wait until you hear this. Okay. Now, let me find it and pull it up here. So we're going to talk about something, Alan. See, I'm already getting a buzz.
Well,
I took a long...
They recorded him. He just was recording them back. But what was really good was the guys that was at, what was it, the burger place that you stopped at, that was asking the questions and seeing it too.
Hey, it's gone. Oh, there it is.
He's getting drunker.
No, it's on. I have like so many apps on this thing. It scared me.
I was just reading the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting drunker.
Drunker. Wait a minute. What happened here? Recording. Cheap date. Okay.
I actually been waiting to, I've been out every night with my camera. It's been freaking cold, but I've been feeling like there's going to be something popping out any second, and I've had my camera ready, and I can't wait to see stuff. I mean, I got a call from my nephew. He lives out at Academy in Ashland. They saw something flying around in circles and then jet out. Oh, here we go.
Many people have witnessed.
Oh, that's not it. Hold on.
That's not it?
No, I gotta find it.
Yeah, well, my nephew, he was telling us that him and a friend saw something multicolored making circles out like Academy towards Sanger.
Okay, here it is. Here, guys. I'm sorry, Alan.
Okay, go.
Okay.
I'm just talking.
The police department, do you have an emergency?
No, I don't.
Hold on, please.
Thank you. Okay, so that was the dispatch. I called the Reedley Police Department, not 911, but a different number, and she asked me, do you have an emergency? I said no. She put me on hold, and then now the dispatch is going to come back on, and she's basically going to say, can I help you? And you guys listen. She had me on hold for a long time, so if I was dying of a heart attack, then I would have been dead by now. But I told her it was non-emergency, so.
They put me on hold.
It's going to get loud right now, so let me bring down the volume. Yeah, she was speaking English because she was speaking fast. That's the dispatch. You know, they have to speak very fast when they're communicating with the police officers. Like, car 45, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. I was expecting that any time. All right. Shh, quiet. I'm stumbling, ain't I?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Hi there. I was out near Manning Avenue about an hour and a half ago, and I noticed the California Highway Patrol sheriffs and you guys were chasing something over, like, the outskirts of the country. Could you tell me what that was?
We cannot release that information unless it's in a press release, sir.
Well,
I have not received one, so I cannot release any information.
But your police officer did tell us that you guys were chasing something.
Okay, hold on just a minute.
Now listen here.
Hello, Corporal Boyle.
Hi, Corporal. My name is Jeffrey. I was a witness to your officers and the California Highway Patrol and the sheriffs chasing something about an hour and a half ago over the countryside near Manning. And it wasn't a helicopter and it wasn't an airplane. And one of your officers said, you guys basically said to us, you guys were chasing something. What were you guys chasing?
You said it was Reedley PD?
Oh yeah, Reedley PD was involved.
Where was this at?
It was out near Manning, and I know you guys were involved because we talked to one of your officers.
Manning and what?
Manning and, God, I don't remember the street, but we pulled into the Jack in the Box. And one of your officers basically told us that you guys were chasing something and not to go out that way. And the sheriff's officers and California Highway Patrol were all over the place. And I just wanted to know...
We weren't chasing anybody. We were waiting to see if a car was coming into town. It was Parlor PD had a case on a violent subject in a vehicle.
So what was flying over the skies then, at low altitude?
So at what time was this?
Same time you guys...
I didn't see it. When we were out there waiting, I didn't see a helicopter.
Boom, right there. Did you catch that?
Vehicle matching description, and they did pursue it, but we were not involved in that, so I don't know.
Okay. So then you guys were not pursuing whatever was flying over the skies in the country then?
We were not involved in the pursuit. Earlier, we were waiting to see if the vehicle came into town.
Okay, but it wasn't a vehicle that you guys were following?
Yes, it was a vehicle.
Okay.
We were not following it. Parlor PD and the Sheriff's Department eventually found a vehicle matching description and pursued it as far as I know, but we did not.
Okay, so then what you're telling me then is the California Highway Patrol, sheriffs, and Reedley were not involved together in any way, shape, or form?
I don't know if the California Highway Patrol was. I know Parlor PD and the Sheriff's Department were. I know we were waiting for a vehicle, but we never found it.
Okay. All right, I appreciate your information. Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem.
Now, I know it was kind of hard to really pay attention and to really, figure out what he was saying, but when I was asking him, were they chasing anything? And all of a sudden he says, well, I didn't see it. I mean, I didn't see the helicopter or, so he actually, and then he went like this, like, oh shit, I screwed up. So he screwed up, and he pretty much, right at that point in time, he said that, yes, they were chasing something. Now, it was funny, though, back when the dispatch, when I was trying to tell the dispatch, don't lie to me. I know you guys are chasing something. And you know how she changed the tone of her voice, and she said, okay, let's hold on just a minute. And then what she was doing is she was talking to the corporal, who was, not more than probably a couple of feet from her. And you can hear her in the background go, do you want to tell him? Do you want to tell him? Like that. And you can hear that plain as day. And I have to turn up the volume really loud, but you can hear her say, do you want to tell him? Do you want to tell him? Like, do you want to tell him what they were actually doing out there? Like chasing this UFO? And that's when the corporal was put on. And he had to come up with an excuse. there was something going on out there. They were chasing something out there. I don't think it was a helicopter. I don't think it was a plane. I don't think that object was in any shape, way, or form part of the pursuit. It was something that they were trying to find out what it was, and they were trying to locate it. And in the process, they were blocking intersections, preventing cars from going over there to find out what this thing was. And the dispatch knows exactly what was going on because I was throwing stuff at her so she couldn't lie to me, and it ticked her off, and that's why she said, "Okay, wait a minute," and passed over the phone to the corporal there. And at that point in time, I knew something was going on when she said, "Oh, you want to tell him? You want to tell him?" And I went, "Yes." That's what it's all about here, folks. It's you really have to sometimes get in there and ask the questions where you catch them in lies. And this is what happened that day. I caught them on several lies. They were chasing something over the countryside, over the vineyards. It wasn't an airplane, it wasn't a helicopter, it was a UFO. And when I say UFO, unidentified flying object, that's what it was. They were chasing something. And it's very cool because how did I hear about it? Somebody had my number. They were able to call me. Stuff like this probably happens all the time, but these people don't have my number. They don't even know I exist yet. It's kind of funny, but I've been doing this for a long period of time. There are still people who don't know I exist. They don't. It's going to take a major incident, like I don't know, a show of some type where on TV where people will finally know who I am and start contacting us. And I got a feeling there's going to be all kinds, and I'll mean all kinds of, of calls coming in. Oh, I forgot. Son of a gun.
I mean, we already are getting lots of calls. Can you imagine? From all over the world now.
I had, for those who don't know, again, if you don't follow me on Facebook, then you don't know. On Wednesday afternoon at 3:30, I was on a popular radio station here in Fresno called KMJ on the FM side, which is 105.9. And I was asked to come in, and the reason why I was asked to come in is because all the DJs, popular DJs right now, are on vacation break, and because of the Christmas holidays. So they have other DJs taking their spot, and I was asked to come in and just talk about the paranormal, talk about Sanger Paranormal Society and what we do and all this kind of stuff. And I said, sure, 50,000 watts, I'll be happy to come on. I don't care if you make fun of me or not. It's going to get my name out there. And so I did. I went on, and it's this guy who I've never heard of, Brandon Shoemaker, I think. And supposedly he's a DJ. I didn't know. I thought he was just a worker there who just went on the air and just to take somebody's place, the Chris Daniels show. And he started talking to me, and before we went on, I saw the smirk on his face, and I know, okay, this guy is not a believer. This guy is going to really hit me below the belt. A lot of times, they bring you into these type of interviews and they try to just let you have it and try to debunk you any way they can, try to make fun of you. And I said, well, bring it on, man. Bring it on. And so the show started, and he started, talking about some stuff. And, he was not more than 5 feet away from me, and I could see the smirk on his face, right? And I know he was a non-believer right off the bat. And I started, basically I started coming at him with answers to his questions. And I was just hitting him down. He was trying to get to me, but I came back and I was hitting him out of the ballpark. And I remember there was even a couple places on there where I said, I don't see that smirk on your face anymore. And Alan was telling me that I guess he has some friends who were listening to that particular broadcast, and they were upset because I was making fun of the DJ and I was letting him have it, only because he was, his job was to make me look bad, and I didn't allow that to happen. So I, went back at him and made him look stupid. And I'm not going to let anybody make fun of me. I'm sorry. I believe in this stuff, and I have evidence and facts to back it up. And that's what happened on that day. I mean, he gave me an hour. I was on for an hour. And it's kind of funny, but people said I did a good job, and I held up to my beliefs, and I didn't let him make a fool out of me, and I didn't. Now, so where am I going with this? I totally don't remember where I'm going with this. Well, anyways, so, gosh, where was I going with this? I know I said that for a reason. See, I'm losing it, guys. Lack of sleep. Oh, you guys have to understand, too. What? 4 minutes to New York. Oh, 4 minutes to New York. 4 minutes for 12 midnight on the East Coast right now. So if you guys are on satellite dishes right now and you guys are watching the East Coast feed, make sure you guys are looking at the big screens below the ball. Let me know if you guys see Mars and the range, not the Range Rover, but the Curiosity rover, and see if you can actually see that on there.
What channel?
Oh, well, if you're on
probably ABC.
Well, yeah, if you're on the East Coast feed on Dish.
East Coast.
Yeah, East Coast feed. So you have to have satellite dish in order to see the East Coast feed. Okay, so I guess CNN. Now CNN probably has, Fox News or CNN. I should, with all the tech stuff that I have, I should actually have a couple of TVs in here with that on there right now, because I could be watching it too. But oh well. So well, there you go. Like I said, these things are happening all over our valley here in the Central Valley of California, and people don't know I exist yet. Once people know that I exist, people are going to come out of the woodwork. Oh, now I know where I was going with this. After the KMJ show, I got a call from a dad who lives up in Coarse Gold area. Raymond, as a matter of fact. He said a couple of years ago that his son, who was 11 years old at the time, was riding home with his mom, and they were coming down Raymond to the house, and his son was in the passenger seat, and he looked out the window, and he saw a Bigfoot. And so he had to call me and tell me about it, and I got his number, and I told him I was going to call his son, which was tomorrow or yesterday, and I didn't have a show yesterday, so he was probably waiting for me. Ooh, I goofed on that one. So, but see, those are the call. Once we get our name really out there, then people with stories like that they have, in their chest that they want to bring out and tell somebody, that's what's going to start happening. Once our name gets out there big time, then we're going to start getting calls left and right. And
we get some good ones.
We do.
The ones on 99 where the triangles are like flying around and playing with the cars. I mean, that's
incredible stuff there.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's been a good year. Really good.
And what Alan is saying is that for some reason on the 99 freeway in the Madera area and the 152 between the 99 and the 5 freeway just east of Los Banos, triangle crafts have been seen hovering in the median and stopping and hovering and basically tilting back and forth like this, and then zooming out and coming back, basically showing off to the traffic. And the traffic would come almost to a standstill, like 20 miles, 30 miles per hour on the freeway, and everybody's watching this craft, and they don't know what this thing is, and this thing is like hovering, playing with the traffic, like, hey, look at me, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going, if this was our military, why would they want to be showing off their top secret crafts like this in front of hundreds and hundreds of people? But this is what's happening, and people are calling my 24-hour hotline. What's kind of cool is this happened again right around the symposium in Visalia, right around that time, a couple days minus, back or forth. I had 2 calls come in. One vehicle was going northbound, and one vehicle was going southbound. These cars did not know each other, yet what they did is once they experienced that incident that day, after they got home, they went on the internet and typed in UFOs, Fresno, Visalia, whatever, and guess whose name came up and phone number? And they both called me right around the same time, and they told me their experience, and I'm going, holy mackerel. I just got a call 10 minutes ago about the same incident, and I described to them exactly what the person told me that I got off the phone with, and they were blown away. Like, yes, that's exactly what happened. I saw the same thing. So, wow. We have... Are they military crafts? I don't know. If they were, why would they be doing that in front of all these people, showing off their top secret technology? I just can't understand that. Now, is it alien?
That's a good question.
I don't know, man. So it's something to really think about, because this is the stuff that's happening. And if you're not watching or listening to our shows, you miss all this. You miss everything. And these people who actually called, who I talked to, I got them on the phone and I actually had them on my show. So you would have to go back like during the summer. And what's it's sucking about this is that a lot of my archives are disappearing. As I add one, the back one falls off. Yeah. As I add a new one, the back one falls off. So I can only allow so many archived shows in my library until the last one falls off. So for those guys, for you guys who want to, go back and listen to the archives, I would suggest to listen to the very end ones first and work your way backwards, because those are the ones who are going to fall off, and you're never going to be able to go back and listen to those ever again or watch those. So I'm telling you right now. Okay,
we're saving them now. I have them in a file right there. It's almost 5 gigabytes now, so I'm going to have to figure out where to put them. I was thinking about just uploading them on YouTube.
Doesn't take too long, doesn't it?
But who cares? You start a couple of them loading and then go to bed. Yeah, the ball dropped. They said New York totally disappeared off the map.
So did anybody see the monitors or the video screens? Did anybody see the Mars or the rover or anything like that? I guess nobody really.
I wonder why they even did that. Why did they say it if they're not going to do it? It says nothing.
I don't know. So, okay. All right. So, I'm trying to remember all of the exciting things that happened this past 2012. So far, I want to say Men in Black who showed up at that guy's house and told him, don't talk to Jeff, leave it alone. That right there, so far to me, is probably the icing on the cake, the golden ticket, who pretty much says that Jeff is onto something. You need not to be giving him any more information because he's getting too close.
That's like the second one, too, that did that.
Oh.
Remember the other one?
Military. Was it a military guy?
Yeah. Actually, maybe the third one.
Oh, the police officer friend, too.
Yeah.
But that's only because,
Well, you never know. I mean, he's flying the helicopter. You never know what he knows. I mean, if he's flying around out there, he probably seen all kinds of stuff. In fact, that's something I was thinking about last night. I had my camera outside, and the helicopter went over. And when in the last month or so, we've been getting a lot of sightings around Minnewawa and Shaw, or Willow and Shaw. And one night, I was out there, the helicopter was lighting me up with a beam, reading on your Facebook where people are talking about they're seeing one at Willow and Shaw. And I am thinking, okay, that's less than a mile. Why did the helicopter stay circling where I was when that was hovering over there, that only right near the freeway?
Wow. That's telling me that that the police are in cahoots. Either that was one of our special drones and they were like testing it out and they didn't want you anywhere near it. How can the sheriff's department or the police department, if this was a craft that was unidentified, not go to the location and circle around it to find out what it was? But the main important thing for them to do was to light you up to keep you from not going over there.
Yeah, I mean, they totally... When they lit me up, I'm not paying attention to anything else. In fact, I was out there to look for what was going on your Facebook. And then I went out there and the guy was lighting up the neighborhood and then lit me up. And, I mean, he had my attention. Yeah.
what's going on in Fresno, you guys, or what's going on. It's getting creepier and creepier, though. Okay. Did anybody hear, I believe it was about 4 days ago, about one of our jets out of Fresno crashing in the mountains or or east of Fresno?
Not very many people.
Did anybody hear about that?
It wasn't on the
All those
news.
out there who are watching this show, raise your hand if you heard about our $21 million jet crashing. Actually, X-Files caught that, didn't you?
It was in Owens Valley.
Yeah, actually, Rich Rodriguez said Owens Mountain, but he goofed. It was Owens Valley.
That's right.
Yeah, it was. Now, if it would have been Owens Mountain, man, that's where the triangle crash crashed. No, you would have had police. You would have had all of the media out there. That would have been a big deal. But no, the jet crashed, from what I understand, in Owens Valley. But Rich Rodriguez said Owens Mountain. I think he just goofed.
So Owens Mountain on the mind.
Yeah,
Wonder why.
But good catch, Ito. I caught that too because he did say Owens Mountain. I go Owens Mountain, and all of a sudden later on they said Owens Valley. Now, let's think about this. Usually when a jet crashes, I don't care where in the United States of America, if it's an airplane with importance, the media is going to talk about it, and it's going to make the news, breaking news everywhere. But for some reason, this one did not. And I think it only made the news because I think someone found out about it, because Fox News, I think, was the first one to broadcast on it. And they went to the Air National Guard and spoke to one of their higher-ups there. And I remember seeing this on TV because Monty Torres was talking about it, and they went to the airport, to the National Guard. And this guy who was their debriefer, spokesman person, was an older gentleman, probably in his 60s, late 60s, and he was saying, we had an incident that happened, and our pilot had to eject, and we lost our aircraft, but he walked away. But we are withholding his name at this time. And that was the end of it. And he had this smirk on his face. And I'm going, whoa. And then, they're talking about it more on the newscast, and they're saying this jet cost $21 million. Wow. And I'm going, okay. Again, this should have been news everywhere. I mean, and then where it crashed was Owens Valley. Now, I was, yesterday, it was like movie day or movie night here at the house, and I wanted to watch Contact. That's one of my favorite movies with Jodie Foster, Contact. And in the movie, when they are trying to fund their project SETI, because they lost their satellite dishes on wherever they're at, they mention the array in Owens Valley on that show. And I'm going, whoa. And again, you guys, I caught it. Why? Because this is my job, is to catch little tidbits of information like that are around. And, they mentioned Owens Valley in the movie Contact, which I found cool, very interesting. But what blows me away is that we have a jet that for some reason the pilot had to eject. Why? Did it? Why? A $21 million jet, you should not have to eject unless you run out of gas. I can understand maybe you, I don't know. I don't know. $21 million jets are not supposed to just all of a sudden, I got to eject. There's something wrong. I mean, yes, these things happen, but this happened in the Nevada Triangle, people. Okay, and they're giving us no reason to this day. They're not even letting us know who the pilot was. And also, 2 weeks ago, we lost another plane up in the Sierras. One-man engine plane went missing, and to this day, they haven't found the plane. As a matter of fact, they called off the search until the snow starts melting, because they just, they can't find it. 2 planes, 2 aircrafts in 1 month in the Nevada Triangle. Okay? Just letting you guys know. Wow, I almost missed Two Broke Girls. Ito, you're funny. And I'm sure, and I'm thinking you like the brunette, right, Ito? I wonder why. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. What's that? And my wife is setting off another whistling Pete. So, okay. Where are we at in time? 9:11. Okay, we got 15 minutes to go. So, nothing happened in New York. I think everything is okay. Everybody is still partying like it's 1999, but now it's 2013 over there. I have to go to work tomorrow, guys. I'm trying to save some money to buy some more toys. We're going to be getting here some game cams, some motion cams.
I want to add one more really cool thing that happened in 2012.
Oh, man, a lot of things happened, but I can't even think of all of them, man. I need help.
I mean, this one nobody really saw. I think we might have a couple of shots of it, like pictures. But we were going to Sacramento, and we had a UFO tied to the truck. Oh. And we almost created several accidents while people were popping their phones out and their cameras taking pictures of us. That was the most fun I had in a long time, watching all the people take pictures of the UFO.
I remember one girl was saying, "Where are you going? Where are you going? I want to go too." Oh my god,
that was so fun, man.
And you know what? I actually took a couple of pictures of that, so let me see if I can find it really quick.
Yeah, we're gonna do some more squatching. We didn't really. That's one thing we didn't really do this summer. We were so busy. We were that's busy. That's one of the things that was really good about 2012. We were so busy with all kinds of UFO stuff. Bigfoot took a back seat.
And that shouldn't have happened.
No, it shouldn't. I mean, really, we did. I mean, we worked on the DNA. I mean, we really worked on the DNA thing.
Carl,
summer.
The professor who is... Oh, let's talk about that.
Okay, let's talk.
Smija, what just came out. Did you read all that?
Yeah, I did. He didn't really shoot one or two. Actually, he says he did still.
Okay.
But he got mad at Melba Ketchum, supposedly, and because he really didn't go back and get any meat. He left it.
Right.
But only because of Melba Ketchum trying to trick him, he gave her bear meat. And he knew he did. And so he hoaxed her.
So, but
that doesn't do anything for me, man.
But
it makes me not really believe you there, buddy.
But from what I understand too, though, according to our professor, that Melba whole DNA project was revolving around that piece of meat.
Uh-huh. But today, Melba Ketchum came on Facebook and left a message or a video saying that Bigfoot's real because she had 109 samples, yeah, not just his,
right?
But his came back a bear, and she said she did come out and say it was a bear.
See, and that was one of the reasons why I did not submit my DNA from the windows, is because from what I understood, that when you gave her the sample, the Daisy and the Bobby, we'll talk about that too. And we'll once you submitted the sample, you had to sign the right to that sample.
Right.
So I was afraid that, let's say for example, I sent her the sample, and I would never know
if it was yours,
if it was mine or not,
mm-hmm.
and I was not going to have that. So
all
that's
you would
why.
know is if it was a Bigfoot or not. But you wouldn't know if it was your sample that did it.
Well, I didn't have the full knowledge of that information.
Right, that's right.
And I wasn't about to just to send it out of the blue and just say, okay, here we go, here's my sample.
You gave it up. You would have had to give it up.
Yeah, and I wasn't about to do that. Sorry, and thank God I didn't, because look at the controversy that's revolving around Melba Ketchum's DNA project. It's like it's all over the place, and now there's discrepancies coming along. That's basically now making her look like, you know what? Whatever she's involved with, if you're involved with her by sending her a sample, it's gone. You know, it's probably contaminated. Who knows? But you know, it's. I'm glad I didn't send her
Well, I could probably put them up. I've been kind of holding back because we still are doing DNA stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But only I have some pictures of the process of the DNA without showing anyone.
Yeah.
Just the equipment and,
Sure.
Some video and stuff like that. And I thought about, like, putting it up there, but only I'm still hanging out. I want to wait, because I think we still got a crack here.
Well,
we still got a shot.
Absolutely. Now, I called him, and I actually texted him a message. I said, where are we, Mr. Professor, with this DNA? Are we done, or can we continue on? And he said, we need to get together and talk and find out what your, actually, he said to me, what your next possibility that you can take, road that you can take. Now, in between all this, I contacted Dr. Sykes myself by email. He never called me back. I asked him, can I please send you one of my specimens, DNA tubes? And he never called me back or contacted me back. And I sent it via email because I had his email. Because when our professor contacted Dr. Sykes, he sent me what he sent him, and in that was his email, so I was able to use that. But again, did my email ever arrive to that location? I don't know.
Ah, there you go.
Okay,
See?
Was it intercepted? Did it not get from point A to point B? I don't know. You would have thought that he would have called me and said, "Sure, send it to me," but I never got him a reply.
See, I don't think these guys know about. We know that what's on the windows pretty much degraded. But they didn't know that there's like a magic hat that you got with some more in it that Mickey Burrows collected.
Well, I mean, yeah, we still have the tubes.
Yeah.
I have the tubes in a safety deposit box someplace.
And I remember talking to Mickey about that, and he said, long as we don't open it or anything, that could stay for years.
See, but he actually used it. But I don't know if he used all of them. I don't remember.
Oh, I don't
Carl,
know.
he used them and he put them and he did something with them. Oh. But see, I don't know if. Okay. So that's what's blowing me away. And that was the first time he did it. He did it with those.
That's right. I remember that.
And now, to think about it, maybe he didn't do it right.
Or used the wrong one.
Or did something to, oops, because, we didn't get anything out of this. And then maybe, because he was following a lot of instructions and stuff. And I'm going, dude, do you know what you're doing? Because this is, we're not playing with something very lightly, but he's a professor. This is what he does for a living.
Yeah, he really does.
I mean, I'm thinking that he knew what he was doing. It's just that, I can't believe we didn't get any. But then again, okay, maybe it wasn't snot after all. Maybe it was just water. Maybe it rained, not just snot.
Could have rolled off the hair and onto the window.
Exactly. Grease.
It probably could, too.
So maybe that's what it was after all, and not really snot. So, yes, we have the impression of what we believe 150% is a Bigfoot, but that it leave any DNA residue on the windows, maybe on the lips, possibly, but good luck. When you send in a specimen from your DNA through a DNA data bank to figure out, for example, if you're the father of the baby or whatever, you're supposed to get the Q-tip and run it in the inside of your mouth and then try to get some of the DNA out of that. So, that's where you get most of the stuff. But if it's just somebody kissing the window and trying to get DNA off the lips, off the window, that's the
Especially
odds.
after a year.
Yeah, and the odds, good luck. So, I don't know. Maybe that's why he's having so much problem trying to get the DNA off the windows. Maybe there isn't any DNA. Regardless, what's on that window, in the front window, are knuckles. I don't care, Cliff Brockman. It's not a bear. Those are knuckles, man. The reason why you couldn't make that handprint is because your hand was just twice as small as that handprint on there. That's the reason why you couldn't reproduce that handprint. Simple as that. Case closed.
Plus, we're not done.
And we're not done.
We didn't do any squatching this summer, we are definitely squatching this coming summer.
Yeah, I mean, we have
Spring.
some some ideas, some plans, and I think we know now where they're at. I mean, down to the point of sitting and watching them come out.
Yeah.
I think we've come down to the location, and that's where we're gonna go. Probably in about the next 4 months when the snow starts melting. Probably, yeah. I mean, no ifs, ands, or buts, but we're gonna go.
If anybody out there in Chatland has a Wi-Fi camera, something where we could hook it up to a solar panel, we actually could possibly put a camera out right now in the Oranges in some areas where I know that we got calls this last year from several in that general area, and we might be able to have like a live internet camera all 24 hours a day where we can sit and watch it. We just have to have somebody that has the camera and the access to the internet. But the GoPros, you don't want to go hang that out in a tree, man. Somebody will steal it.
Oh, wait, so
And
yeah.
Game Cam doesn't connect to the internet. Something we have to kind of make.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so what else? I don't know if you guys noticed the post that I placed on my wall about George Norrie buying advertising time on my on the live stream page that we broadcast from. Woo, that tells you something right there, guys. You know, George Norrie is buying advertising on my live stream page for this show. Go figure.
That's a trip, man.
Yeah. So, you know, that tells you that right there that he's trying to take you guys away from me to him, which is very flattering because I have known for a while now that George Norrie's people have been watching this show and paying attention to what we're doing. And so has Art Bell. Art Bell has been also listening to watching this show, and we know. So it's flattering to have the #1 paranormal show in the world watching what we do. Now, is the reason that they're following us is because they think we might have something here? Absolutely. We have something very special going on here, and I think everybody sees that. As a matter of fact, Alan was just telling me a friend of his from Hollywood is telling him that he is now his friend because he has heard all the buzz going on on this show and what's going on. Because, I mean, everybody is now wanting a piece of what we're doing. And when I mean a piece is that, you know, we're getting to the point where reality shows want to come down and do an episode because we have done all the legwork. We know we have great video to show. We have great photographs to show. We know where to go to actually find these things. And, you know, they want to come down and check it out, man. I mean, we have everything here. UFOs, Bigfoot, possibly ancient ruins. I mean, that we haven't said that word, that phrase in a while. Matter of fact, we need to go back there. As a matter of fact, Alex Chinetti called me last night. Really? Just out of the blue.
Cool.
Yeah.
He just had a birthday. I wished him a happy birthday.
And he called me, and he did a special on the Mayan end of the year type of deal. And he was just wondering if I saw it, and I told him no, because I've been so busy and working like crazy.
I did, but I couldn't understand
It's all in Spanish, yeah, unfortunately. So,
Mm-hmm.
I told him, you know, everything that's going on with us, and that, you know, hopefully soon, if hopefully everything pans out, that, you know, we will be seeking his services for maybe an episode or something. You know, who knows? And I told him, you know, we might be bringing you down. He says, cool, I'm there. So
sweet. I'm going to try calling Jesse Ventura. I noticed his show, I had it on DVR,
mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden his show isn't DVRable. I can't even find it. And I know he only had like 3 or 4 shows. Was that his whole season? 3 shows? 4 shows?
I don't know. So, Sacktown was saying he does 8.
Yeah, Get the Body. That's right, man. That guy, he's stirring it up. He is stirring it up.
Absolutely is. So, let's see what else. Bigfoot
on demand. I'll try that, but I think that's all reruns. You know. But I'll see what I could do. I think I could get the Jesse the Body guy. I'm not afraid. All he can say is no.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about Daisy, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Daisy, I don't think they got no Bigfoot.
No, I think it was all a hoax to begin with.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You guys, there is a whole bunch of people out there that figured out that you can make money off of this somehow, or they think they can. And they're putting stuff out there fake to get hits on the internet. And they're getting paid by the hits.
You know that that video I posted on my wall with that eagle picking up that little baby?
Right, yeah.
You know how many hits they got?
No.
37 million.
See, that's like about $80,000 or $90,000. Right?
You know, basically what it was a bunch of kids at a film school, and their professor said, make a video and see if you can get 100,000 hits on YouTube. And they did that, and they posted it on there, not knowing that it was going to go viral, and it got 37 million hits. Man. And they probably did not monetize it.
Right, yeah.
They have no clue.
See, if you make a brand new YouTube, you can't monetize it. You have to have a few videos up. But
so,
it was fake.
Yeah, it was fake. Absolutely, it was fake. It was the film crew who did it. You know, and I posted it up. Now you have to understand, when I posted that video, I didn't say it was real. I said, "Oh my God, what the hell? What the fuck? Oh, geez," you know. That's all I put on the heading, and I had you guys watch it, and then you guys took it from there. You know, I never said it was fake, and a lot of people were like, you know, they're calling me now because of the 21st that's come and gone, and they said I said that it was the world was going to end, and it was going to be the end of everything, and I have never ever said that in this show. I basically said, very cool if something's going to happen, but I'm prepping in case something does happen. But I never said in a million years that something was going to happen, like the world was going to end. I didn't even say UFOs were going to come down and touch down on the White House lawn. I didn't say anything like that.
Man, you know what? Somebody's world did end, and it was somebody that was really heavy in the Mayan stuff. What was it? Philip Corso? Is that how you say his last name?
That big
guy? Yeah, the Ancient Aliens guy. Yeah. Passed away. You know, in 2012.
He had like the most rarest disease or something like that.
Yeah, that's weird, man. And he's the one that broke all the stuff about the aliens in South America and Mexico. And they were sitting on all this stuff for 30 years. And he broke that story of all that stuff just this year, too. In 2012, earlier about May or June.
Maybe somebody was pissed and wanted him out.
That took him out so fast.
I did. I
mean, within weeks.
He was gone.
Yep. Shot the beam at him. There you go, man. You guys are right. Probably was.
Scary, man. Very, very scary. So, all right. What else? Did we forget anything out there, guys?
I know there's another cool thing that I think was a cool thing.
What's that?
Was the vans. The 2 vans. It was early in the year, but those 2 vans, that video was the coolest video all year long.
That was last year.
But it was still good. It was cool all year. The 2 vans.
People thought that I staged it. But, you know, how could I stage something like that? You know,
especially like they were similar. They were the same, really.
Yeah.
I mean, man.
And right in front of...
Too bad it was last year because, man, I think it really got known this year, though.
You know what? Stuff like that, again, you know, stuff like that is putting us on the map. You know, getting evidence like that on film that people would only see in movies. Like, no way that can be real. Like chasing UFOs. Check out that white van that came out of nowhere and all of a sudden they got it on video. Really? Like, no, that was... A lot of people were saying that was staged. And I said, hell. And a lot of people realized that it wasn't staged because of my expression I did on the hill. I went like this. Yes! Because I was hoping while they were down here videotaping, chasing UFOs, you know, that they were going to get something like that on film. And sure as hell, that white van came out, and when they got it on film, I was so excited. I'm all, yes! You know, and I remember James Fox looking at Aaron, and they're all like this, and all like, what just happened? I'm all, you just got a van on film. Oh, I was vindicated. Yes, so.
And it was the van.
Yeah, it was the van. And somebody told me that they see that van underneath the courthouse in Fresno, underneath with the sheriff's van parked over there all the time.
Right. I heard the same thing.
So it's like, really? Very interesting.
Should go drive down there.
Oh my gosh.
We're allowed to. We own it.
Yeah. I was looking at you seriously. I'm going, you know somebody? I go, no, if we want to be behind bars.
No, it's not a sheriff's van.
No, it's not a sheriff's van.
It's an unmarked white van, 4-wheel drive, and full of like. One of my friends said that he actually talked to the guy. In the areas where we always are going, that van hangs out, okay, and watches us. But he said that, oh, you don't have to worry. That's just a photographer. the van is full of photography stuff. Really? Really? Cameras and stuff? Why is that van full of cameras and stuff? You think he's out there taking pictures of ducks? I don't think so.
Well, let's just say, for example, if it was a photographer, what are they trying to film? Or what are they trying to catch on camera?
Why are they following us?
Yeah.
I mean, he was following us. And we didn't have any ducks. Okay?
Quack. Quack. All right. God, let's see what else. I know there's, I tried
there's
to.
A lot.
Yeah, there. Guys, this year has been so incredible.
It's really incredible. You guys made it incredible.
We are at
our little fans. Out
we
there.
we have passed 500,000 viewer minute hits on this show, guys. You guys have no clue what that means. It means that we have people, granted, yeah, tonight's only 15 viewers, but you have to understand, everybody's out partying and having a good time tonight. The people who watch this show don't watch it the same night of the feed, but come back the following day and the next 2 or 3 days, and they watch it either when they're working or at home after work, and they sit down and watch it. On Sunday nights, I understand it's kind of hard because, the next day is you have to get up for work. If you have family, you have your kids, you have to put them to bed. You have to get them ready for school. And, Sunday night is pretty much peacetime for everybody, where you just kick it and watch TV and you wind down from the weekend. And I understand that. But most of the viewership, most of the watchers usually are the show gets watched between Mondays and Fridays. And it gets watched a lot. And not only this show, the show that we just did, but our past archives too. So right now we're at about almost 530,000 hits, viewer minutes, and that's incredible. I'm blown away. It is to the point where George Norrie is going, I want a piece of that, and that's what he's doing. I want a piece of that, and it's kind of funny, but when you look at now the advertisements on on the live stream page that we broadcast from, the commercials and advertisements are high paying dollars. We're talking like Chevy trucks. We're talking, major product is now advertising on this show. Because why? Because we passed over 500,000 viewer minute. People, really?
That's a lot. And we're getting like 30,000 a week now. That's a lot.
Okay, what is this? The guys across the street have a lot of their guys checking Jeff out. Who's Rat's Glass? What are you talking about?
I don't even see where you're at on there.
Rat's Glass 29.
Are you?
Hey, dude, come here for a second.
Oh, I see him. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, you can ban somebody from here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
I can't. Well, I didn't know that.
You can. I can't. We have to figure that out one day.
Huh. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, Rick Anderson.
We could have knocked out what's his name that one day.
See, I would have known. I didn't even look at that ban, and I don't even pay attention to that. So anyways, okay. Okay. Well. What else can we talk about? We pretty much talked about everything. UFOs. God. Things are still happening, guys. Everybody needs to watch my Facebook wall, and I know you guys do, especially the ones who are right now on the chat. You know, you guys are the devoted followers and watchers, which is awesome. I appreciate that, guys, because you know, things very exciting things are happening, and it's only going to get way more exciting. You know, I am in talks right now with a couple things that are going on. Who knows? It could happen very soon. You know, people are watching this show. People in Hollywood are watching this show. They know of us. We are making headway out there. We're putting on a show here that people are talking about, and it's getting to Hollywood. So, you know, you know, we're only doing this because we enjoy what we're doing, and we're like two kids in a candy store. You know, other people have hobbies like playing flag football, basketball, you know, poker. We like talking about paranormal and, you know, UFOs and Bigfoot. My job here is to give you the best evidence known out there that you're not going to get anywhere firsthand here in this show. Nowhere else you're going to be able to get that at all, period. And I want to show it to you, man. I want to show it to you. So there you go. Ellen, anything else that we need to...
Nah, I can't think of nothing, you know. The only thing I could think of is we had a lot of fun all year long. We met a lot of great people, famous and unfamous. I mean, just like, we just had fun. It was so fun, and I'm looking forward to 2013. I have a feeling it's going to be really fun.
I got a feeling 2013 is going to be... This is you guys have to understand, for the past year, we have had people with psychic abilities come to us and tell us, man, 2013 is going to be a banner year for you guys.
Yeah, and from up and down the state.
Yeah, not just one person, guys.
Right,
a lot of different of these people who have psychic abilities.
They don't know each other either.
And they're telling us, you know, something major is going to happen. And I mean major way, where it's going to be worldwide, guys. And I still can't, you know, you guys are out there, and obviously you guys don't get to hear what we hear, but there is talk out there right now, guys. There is some major talk going on, and I still can't believe it. You know, you know, if it happens, it happens. And by the way things are going, I had a feeling something is going to happen, but what it is, I don't know yet. So there you go. Oh man, I just lost it. Gosh dang it. So okay, well, I think that is going to be pretty much it. Again, I have to go to work tomorrow because I have to go make some money to pay some bills and to buy some toys so we can get some good video and good photographs of what we call Sasquatch. I'm trying to find this particular song. I actually upgraded the software. There it is. So,
and you guys have a happy new year. We will be talking to you next year, though. Yeah, we will. We'll have a show next year.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Gotta love your hat. You guys got cool hats.
Where's mine? Coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. It's there.
Happy New Year. That would be my son, and that would be my wife. Cheers, everybody. Thank you guys for being there for us. I love you guys a lot. I appreciate it. And you're making my dreams come true. 2013, guys, is going to be the year. Have a great New Year. Don't drink too much. And we will see you next week. See you, Austin. Go to sleep. It's got your bedtime. hardcore nerds. Those are my big feet sweats. All right already. You know, Christian, no more shots for me, thank you.
It's there.